Hi kids, gig friends. It's Kim.
And it's Maddy.
I'm so happy today to talk to you again about God's kingdom, where there is abundance, where there's more than enough honor and food and money and love and power and resources for every child of God. And today we're going to talk about Matthew 5:8. And that's where Jesus says, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God." Now, Jesus cares about our bodies and our hearts and our minds, how we act and feel and think. So let's all put a hand on our heart right now. In our bodies, the heart is the center. Our beating heart is what keeps us alive. And the heart is also the center of our lives. What we want most, what we need, what we feel, and what's important to us are all carried in our hearts. Now, what we carry in our hearts has a big impact on the actions that we take and the choices that we make. The inside of us directs the outside of us. And this is why the heart, the inside of us, is so important to Jesus. And it's why Jesus says that the pure in heart will be blessed. To be pure in heart is to show love for God and your neighbor and for yourself in how you act and how you speak and how you think. Our integrity is an important part of this. You are a person of integrity when your outside actions match the person that you are on the inside. Integrity means working toward wholeness for yourself and creating the same kind of wholeness in our world. Now, when your heart is pure, you also want wholeness for everyone else around you. When you live from your integrity and your purity of heart, you do kind and helpful things because you love God and your neighbor. You aren't focused on how it makes you look or just what kind of reward might be in it for you. So maybe you empty the dishwasher because you know that's a way to show love to the grown-ups in your lives.
That's my job.
True. Or maybe you clean up your toys and your markers because it makes your house a nice, safe, loving place for everyone in your family and not just so you can earn an allowance or extra screen time. Purity of heart helps us to make our outward choices based on love and desire for wholeness in ourselves and our world. We show compassion, mercy, and love because we know that that's what we're created to do and who we're created to be. And when we do, we will see God. We see and experience God's presence when we see the fruits of God's Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Our eyes will be open to the ways that we see people caring for one another and the ways that we can experience it ourselves too. And seeing how God is present in our midst will give us the encouragement and hope that we need to keep going, even when things are hard. Now, I want you right now, before we move on to our next activity, to bless you. Now, a blessing is something that you receive. So open your hands like you're ready to receive a gift, and I will speak a blessing. If you receive it, you take that blessing and put it into your heart. So here it is. May God bless you inside and out, from your heart to your mind and to your body. Amen. Now this week, you have a coloring picture just like all the other weeks, and it has some great questions that you can think about and maybe talk about with your family while you're coloring. The first one is, when you think of a pure heart, what do you picture? What do you think a pure heart actually looks like in the world? What do you think are some of the right or pure reasons to show love and compassion? And then, when have you done something kind or helpful because you just wanted to show kindness?
I do that all the time.
And how did that make you feel? So these are some great questions that you can think over while you're doing your coloring page, just to really think more about what it looks like in your life to live with a pure heart. And now Maddy is going to share a little bit about another activity that you can do.
Yes, in your packet there's an activity you can do. It's called Purely Me, and you do a poem about yourself. On one page, you can actually write out the activity, and I'll share what mine is. The first part is what's on the outside that you see of yourself. You can see brown hair, greenish gray eyes, and a smile most of the time for me. On the outside, you'll find a kind heart, loving personality, and creative mind. And then something you might not know about me I want to be a famous writer when I grow up.
I think she's going to do it too. I've read her writing. So before we separate this week, I just want to end with a prayer for you so that you can go forward and really grow your pure heart in God. So here we go. Loving God, you are always real and true in what you do and promise. Please help us to live our outward lives from pure inward hearts. We want to think, speak, and act because of our love for you and your world. We want to see your Spirit active and at work and be a part of your team. Amen. Hi, Kids Gig.
Bye, friends.
We miss you guys so much.
I'm tired of not being able to make funny jokes at church or see my friends.
Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control.